This is a big controversial topic, and hopefully we'll get down to the nitty-gritty and explain it to people.
Absolutely. There are facts, there are conspiracy theories, and then there are also biblical terms. So let's start with the part that you have dissected for us. You have gotten some legit facts for us.
Absolutely. And I want to just run through this quick. A lot of factual statements. These are coming from the National Institute of Health.gov. This is a government website that did a study. 50 written accounts were taken part, and they did a percentage statement. Data shows that 0.66 of adult women and 0.017 of adult men may suffer and experience gang stalking at some point in their life. It comes from the Sheridan and James study. People experience stalking by fusion centers, red squads, police and sheriffs, and people that are recruited by the Department of Homeland Security via Craigslist. Can you believe that? Harassment tactics include breaking into one's home, invasion of physical space, being cut off in traffic, being run off the road, drugs set up by police. Cover-ups, authorities finance, protect, and organize the stalkers. They use all types of electronic surveillance. They use high-tech weapons that use noise and drive the targeted individuals crazy. 40% of victims report being remotely controlled in their minds. 38% reported being electronically hacked, passwords changed, phones hacked, and being cloned. 38% also claimed to believe that this is a government global conspiracy. 36% reported physical ailments due to gang stalking, poisoning, gamma rays, things of that nature. 34% said that they were subject to vicious gossip and rumors. 34% reported that their homes were broken into and their theft of property. 32%. 26% neighbors were involved. Also, 26% claimed that family and friends were involved in this gang stalking. 26% reported they believed to be a victim of V2K mind control harassment. You've heard of that, right, Jamie? And 24% believed that family and friends, they were also targeted by the same gang stalkers. Some claim that it's a conspiracy to drive people into using medication. Some claim that it's a post-911 experiment by the military to get people to submit to government authority, and some believe that it's an overt action to test mind control programs such as like MK Ultra and whatnot. The New York Times, I dug into an article from them, and they said that this phenomenon, this is what they claim, is a shared delusion by sick people that have been connecting via the internet, writing this whole theory off as a mass illness. So this is like the physical part. This is the part where actual people are gang stalked by other actual people. And that's what these people have reported. What do you think about that?
So I know for sure that as far as my videos go, I cannot tell you the countless number of emails and comments that I get regarding this. And everybody seems to have very similar stories. There are also groups, online forums, and groups where people share being what they call a targeted individual. Now, I went into the MK Ultra, and it says that it was started in 1953 and supposedly ended in 1964, put on by the CIA, and it was an illegal human experiment where they were identifying drugs used during interrogations to weaken people and force psychological torture and brainwashing. And we were talking earlier that Charles Manson also used this tactic in his religious cults. And now it's
connected to MK Ultra. The actual testing program is what they've come out and said. Doctors related to the program have dropped his name.
Wow. So regarding the electronic harassment, I believe that with the advancement of AI now, it is so much easier to do these things like tap into people's phones and surveillance, change their passwords, be controlling, their computers, their technological devices, all of these things. And, when we go, of course, I always bring things to the spiritual side of it. everything that I have heard from your facts, from the things that I have found, it is all about control.